Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and beasts, welcome back to the Impossible Creatures Replay channel. My name is Will, and I'm joined by the lovely Nandid.
Hello there.
We are going to do a couple games for you today, maybe split it into two replays. We're going to start with a replay that comes highly recommended. It is, it's not Nandid, it's Yagami versus Mutt. And I'm told it's a stonker. Yagami, of course, being on an absolute tear lately, as you've probably seen if you've watched any of the recent replays on this channel.
Yeah, two big heavyweights, and yeah, Yagami has torn it up since he's come in.
That's exactly right, and I don't want to spoil. I do know the outcome of this game, but I won't spoil it. I'm told it is quite close.
Yeah, so
yeah, we'll get Nandid's reaction live, exactly. Mutt North in blue, Yagami South in purple.
Classic map vacation.
Yeah, who do you think is going to send out the first hench?
Mutt always scouts, in my experience.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things. A lot of these older players are really, really strong at scouting. Really mobile early hench.
It is very useful if you can use the intel and react to it. It's so important.
That's right, and I feel every time I scout, I go out, I get some intel, and then I do nothing with it. So I've just wasted a henchman.
It's one better than me. I forget to look at it, and he just stands still.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. We've got two early henchmen coming out, kind of yin and yanging it, with Yagami building a mid fence. That's good, but Mutt's going to get some free intel here.
Yeah, I've not seen that mid fence before really, but it is an interesting play.
It is interesting, and half building it, which is the correct play because all these tiles are now impassable.
Yeah, it's just to stop henchmen, really, isn't it?
Exactly right. And Mutt doing his own fence hilariously. Oh, he's been spotted, but the fence is going to go up.
He's going to get it. He is going to get it, yeah.
Wow. I mean, Yagami maybe shouldn't have played his hand by being aggressive with this henchman. Maybe Yagami should have just come over here and set up a workshop or something.
But he can, if he can get a workshop up, he can spawn henchmen the other side. So.
Exactly. That would have been the big brain play, I think. Because oh no. Okay, we're doing more fencing. That's fine.
That henchman is definitely trapped now in that little area.
Yeah, he is on all sides fences, and we got some cheat ops coming out from Mutt. I mean, the Mutt unit, the classic. And just drip feeding him in one at a time. Interesting play, but I guess he's built them so early. Maybe he feels he can get away with it.
Yeah, not super early, but I think he knew that there wasn't a chamber because he'd scouted.
Great point, yeah. And Yagami only just now hitting 2. Yagami definitely on the back foot here.
Yes, indeed. I'm surprised it's not really any chamber, given he hasn't really expanded either. But
oh damn
he's
it!
Able to put sound beams up.
It's a shame these Cheetos have had to retreat because now there's 4 towers going up. Oh, he's not even going to bother finishing the last tower. And now against 4 towers, those Cheetos are kind of useless. They're going to come around and try and harass, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, indeed. Is anyone going looking at Tariq at all?
I don't think they'll be looking yet. Mutt's kind of playing catch up after making all these creatures. And he's denying both expos to Yagami. This is awesome.
Yeah, Yagami's not able to expand. He'll have to build up a mass and kind of take one of the sides down, I think, soon.
And this fence is suddenly doing work. I mean, Yagami finally expelled that poor brave henchman dead. Range Zebra 2.0. Oh, sneaky attack. Mutt taking advantage of being able to blow that fence to come on through. Lovely. But these cheat ops don't have too much to do. Maybe going for the gen would be the right call. Keep them out of range of those sound beams.
Yeah, you might want to repair that chamber though, because the sound beams, because it's kind of a buffer for the sound beams to attack.
Very true. No, he's going to repair it.
Oh, well done.
Well managed defense from Yagami there. Scouting rod from Mutt.
Mutt's getting the resource advantage in terms of expansions because he has the geyser up top and the expo.
Yagami taking the south geyser, which is what he needed to do. Very good call just to try and limit Mutt rolling away with this match, but I mean, the resources tell the tale. Mutt is well on top of things, just on coal. I wonder if either player has grid. I don't think so. Yagami going 3, Mutt going 3 about the same time. Mutt going to start getting these. Yep, Mutt getting grid right now, getting this economic improvements rolling.
Yeah, Yagami will have to take one of the sides as soon as he gets 3, because Mutt will be now increasing loads of henchmen for his 2 expansions.
Yeah, exactly right. Mutt has taken absolute possession. Yagami is just desperately fencing. How is that going to work?
Yeah, I think that's going to be tough, because he's gonna have to take the bottom right side, I suppose, now.
Which is definitely the tougher nut to crack.
Indeed.
Here's Mutt applying pressure. This is kind of such a deja vu classic vacation scene of animals fighting in this little river here with artillery behind them, lion eels in the water.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, if someone takes these 2 expos for a decent period of time, they pretty much never lose the game on vacation.
Very true. Oh, here's the Ramapus. Gorgeous. It's actually called a giant pram, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. Yes, named it incorrectly there.
And for that, he is doomed. Oh, wow, that's so cool. I just noticed the little hench heel bubbles. Oh my goodness, and these
Yes.
artillery units are not doing anything. What's going on?
No, what happened there? And the rods stayed up. There's two rods on basically no health.
I wonder what we just saw there. Maybe it's a glitch in the replay. That's very strange. They must have been on no stance to avoid killing Mutt's lion eels, I guess. Suddenly there's so many Ramapus.
There are. He can take this momentum out throughout this whole area. He might be
Oh my god.
doing okay.
All these
But
lion eels getting distracted, losing the pack bubble at least momentarily. Oh my word. That is a really good split up.
Yeah, it is.
And Yagami just pushing in with these hench that were healing.
Yeah, workshop straight away. That's really important when you take an area. How many henchmen does Mutt have in the top left?
Oh, it's not fully staffed, but he's doing alright.
Fair enough.
His base is... Oh wow, panic henchman.
Indeed. Indeed.
They really came out of nowhere, didn't they? All these rounds. 42 defense upgraded is impressive.
Yeah, that was a big take. And is Mutt going forward at all?
Wow, I'd be surprised if he was, hey.
No. So this is all of a sudden looking tough for Mutt, yeah. Having taken those 2 expos.
And maybe it comes down to the fact that these guys have this incredible speed and charge against those lion eels. Because normally when you get a bunch of lion eels, you're just kind of sitting pretty at level 3.
Yeah, I think he was like just under critical mass, I guess.
Yeah, and the micro didn't favour him.
He's rebuilding behind his fences though, and it's even on expos, so it could kind of level out a bit if Mutt can defend this initial push.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened to Mutt's resource advantage here. Is he saving up for 4? This gen could
I don't think he quite had enough time to get all the coal from the expo, because he kind of just built up, and just as he built up, Yagami came and took it over.
Yeah, you might be right about that. It might have been not such a benefit after all. Okay, so these giant prams that went around the side will die pretty heavily. But it's interesting to note that they could take a few volleys of all these lion eels.
Yeah.
And
Mutt's not really got henchmen at his lab, or he does now.
He's got a few. They were building the fence. I think they're back now. Mutt has got to kind of make a push here. It might have to be a base trade for Mutt because this force just keeps growing.
It's like he's kind of trying to use his lab as a bit of a
Buffer,
a bit of a meat shield.
But here's the giant prams charging in, and I mean, they've got roughly equal numbers of lion eels.
Indeed.
But one side's got the prams. Oh, the micro for Yagami not the best in this fight. These prams going for the lab. But he can probably afford it at this stage. I mean, the players are dead equal on resource income, but Yagami's just somehow got so much initiative.
He's continuing to stream them across the map, it looks like.
Oh yeah, heaps of chambers pumping these out. Maybe 2. No, he's got water chambers as well.
And he actually has two sound beams that he's repairing by Mutt's lab. That's gonna hinder Mutt a lot.
Yeah, I would say the hench repair and heal plays have been really big for Yagami this game.
Yeah, and it looks like I don't think Mutt's had too much disruption at his lab, Cole, to really fend this off. It seems.
Look, Yagami just fielding all of his henchmen from his expo up to do some healing. He's going all in.
That's true. Yeah, he's not actually using the expo.
He's not using the expo, but he's absolutely crippling Mutt somehow. I just watched it happen, and I'm not sure how this rolled so far in Yagami's direction all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think he just after he took that expo on the bottom right, he had the mass, and he's kept it up. And there's the lab.
But how do you even take the expo in the first place? What a phenomenal game.
Maybe the Octo Rams are better than Giant Prams. Sorry, what were they called? Maybe it was the naming.
You might be right. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm going to call this replay here. But well done, Yagami, and well done, Mutt. That is really showing that Yagami is scary. There's just some X factor there. How he turned it around, I'm not quite sure. But keeping the presence of mind and not folding under that much pressure is really impressive. And I look forward to seeing more 1v1s from the big man.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Thanks very much, guys. Catch you in the next replay.